All right. Now let's move on. Now, in communication, right? What are some of the things that can affect your communication with someone? What you call communication barriers. What normally affects your communication with somebody? Yeah.
When you don't speak the same language.
Language is a communication barrier. So language, yes, can affect your communication. What else can affect your communication apart from language? Yeah. Yes, physical barriers, noise. What else? Now, when you belong to two different educational groups, educational differences. How many of you have ever been in a room full of professors? Let's say you're a call center agent, isn't it? And then you are in a room full of IT people, and they are speaking their jargon. Sometimes you feel lost, isn't it? Or you're in a room full of lawyers.
Lawyers, I was there.
Yeah. And you know, talk about lawyers, right? In the courtroom, from time to time, they fall back to Latin. They speak Latin. They've got words in Latin that they normally use, Because our law, South African law, has its roots in Roman Dutch law, in the Roman Empire. Now, in the Roman Empire, you find out that the language of instruction there was Latin. Most of what we call civilization today gets interested in there. Even the religion, did you know that? Christianity, as we know it. Do you know that when Jesus was born, Israel was under the Romans?
Yes.
That's why he was brought before Pilate, because Pilate was a Roman governor. But my point was, even the religion was influenced by the Catholic. That's why even today we are using the Roman calendar. Have you seen it? Sunday, what does it stand for? They were worshipping gods before that, remember? So they were worshipping a sun god. So Sunday means sun god. Monday, moon god. You remember that?
Oh, that's the 7th Adventist.
That's why these guys, they don't believe in these things.
Saturday.
Yes. Because those were dedicated to God. Even Valentine.
Even Christmas.
Even Christmas. Do you think Jesus was born in December? No. He was born around March or April then.
Day, that's what for that. They don't say was born.
Yeah. No.
Not the 7th.
If you go to Israel today, they use a different calendar.
For cultural reasons, we want it down.
Let's not indulge him. But he knows where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
He gets me where I'm
I
coming from.
understand.
All right, let's move on. So communication, transmitting message from sender to receiver. And we have non-verbal and verbal communication. Now we're talking about things that affect our communication. And said language, isn't it? What also affects our communication is culture. Yeah, in your culture.
Is well. You see, my mother-in-law,
Yeah,
we can't stay in the same room.
you can.
And my wife, it doesn't enter my mother-in-law, her mother-in-law
Exactly.
room.
So do you see how culture can affect communication? Culture. What else can affect communication? Age. I know my grandmother is 96 now. Whenever I go to her and ask for advice, she never gives me advice plainly. She always says, Gabriel, let me tell you a story. You know that?
Yes.
And then she tells me the story. I'm there sitting there listening. And when she's done, she will then say, that's it, you can go now. But really, you're supposed to figure out lessons from the story that she's giving you. So sometimes communication can be lost in translation, isn't it? Now, a few tips on communication. Whenever you speak, try to use proper grammar. Try to speak formally and properly, because you are in a professional setup. So we do not encourage you to speak to clients in an improper way. So try to speak properly. Number 2, listen to unspoken words. What am I saying there?
The reaction.
Emotions. Be able to tell whether this client is angry. They might not say it, but you must be able to pick that up. And that should shape your words, right? Number 3, before you open your mouth, establish the kind of relationship that exists between you and the person that you're speaking. Now, in communication, we've got 2 relationships that exist. The first one is called a vertical relationship. where you belong to two different classes to the person that you're speaking to. You're not at the same level. And then the second one is called a horizontal relationship, where you are at the same level. Now, when you're talking to a colleague, you're at the same level. It is different from how you speak to a client, isn't it? Now, when you're speaking to a client, who is higher than who here? Yes, you give the client the position of honor. I believe that most of the problems that we have in life are communication problems. We don't know how to communicate with people around us. You speak to your boss the way you speak to a colleague, or the way you speak to a child. Even in marriages, you don't know how to speak to one another. You see, and that also becomes a problem. Another point, use the right tone. Now we say tone is the choice of words. Now as part of tone also, use people's titles correctly. Because if you omit someone's title, they tend to think that you're undermining them. Let's say for some reason, your client is the president of South Africa. What is his title? You say chief? Or is it leadership?
Leader.
His official title, formally. Very close. Yes, very close. His official title is His Excellence. Whether you like him or not, he's still his what? His Excellence. Whether he's excellent or not, he's still his excellent. Whether you like, it's not about your feelings, it's about offices that people hold. Protocol is about offices. It has nothing to do with age, it has nothing to do with gender, it has nothing to do with your feelings towards them. Use titles correctly. What about NLP? Let's say for some reason Malema comes to your office. You just say Juliet. Honorable, thank you. Thank you, Honorable.